Well, well, welcome to Java. Thank you kindly for joining me. It's November 5th, 2024. It is also Tuesday. And, well, it's election day again. So, regardless of whether you are voting for Kang or whether you're voting for Kodos or whoever your favorite candidate is, we're going to bring you some news on not just the markets, but the things that are affecting it today. So, stick with us because we've got a few things. I'll try to make this light because going into this, quite sure you're getting bombarded with all of this election stuff, whether you are in the United States or not, will affect you. So, with this, let's start with the main risk indicator, the MMRI. Now, 277.6, we've had a slight pullback. That is the relative strength of the dollar and the 10-year yield, basically. At the moment, however, they're rising slightly. Now, this is pressuring the stock markets at the moment, only slightly down. Now, we've got gold up and oil temporarily up, although it's hitting a bit of pressure here, the both of them, and the volatility index down. Now, with these, we've got the Fair Greed meter. We're watching more retailers basically getting washed out as this is going against what many are expecting. So, fear is increasing. Retailers are dropping out. We are watching the risk is still in very high territory. So we've got the big money moving out, and basically market makers are looking to wash out both sides. So with this, kind of forgetting in all of the hubbub that this guy is going to come out and speak on Thursday with the expected rate moves, the decision coming out. They start their meeting tomorrow, but they won't come out until Thursday and he'll speak. Now, currently, it is priced at 100% probability from traders that they expect a quarter point hike. So I expect he's not going to want to rock the markets very much. I also expect that we will not have a decision this evening as far as the elections. And I'll talk a little bit about why I think that. So, with this, the sentiment currently, we've got a muted market basically waiting on this election. We've got the stocks hovering on the Deng decision. If you don't know who Deng is or Mu Deng, I'll tell you in a little bit. So, with this, we've got cryptocurrency. Bitcoin above 68,700 at the moment. It's in a decently well position, however, could also drop. Now, with this, we've got a trader coming out saying Bitcoin can move 10% either direction, depending on what happens with this. So it is coming into a bit of a resistance level. If it does drop, my opinion personally, that is a good buying opportunity. So we've got some strong levels, 68,000, also 64,000. Not financial advice. Please look into this or feel free to get in touch with me later. So with this, we've got the US dollar's quote unquote death warrant as the BRICS power is increasing. Now, this is according to Russian officials, but it's also kind of a growing general consensus. It's not going to happen anytime soon. But BRICS, as we were talking about yesterday, gaining in strength, gaining in membership, and more importantly, as they gain these trading powers, they are gaining the access to the resources. So with this, as I was saying, stocks currently a bit weak. We've got futures saying there's a bit of strength that should be coming into these. However, it's very volatile. You've got to watch your volume and watch the 10-year yield. Relative strength of the dollar is the best advice I've got for you. It's going to be volatile going forward. Most of the volatility will probably happen tomorrow. So with this, we've got the earnings that we're expecting for today prior to market open tomorrow. Toyota obviously going to be a large one. We've got a few others in here. So with this, some specific stock news. We've got Palantir. Now, they had their earnings and they're quoting basically unwavering demand for artificial intelligence. Now, it's a little bit more than that. They are tied in with the military now, and they are the artificial intelligence for the military. Now, we've also got Meta saying that they are now starting to allow the US military to use its artificial intelligence, saying on the surface basically that they are going to allow America open source models, which is not open source, to excel over China and elsewhere. Really, Zuckerberg should be nicknamed Zuckerupperberg because he's after the military contracts that Palantir is poised to gain. So, along with this, we've got Boeing workers voting to accept their deal off that strike. So, very positive for Boeing is what it's likely going to be this morning. Again, Boeing also have just recently raised capital, but they are in line most likely for basically government bailout. So between the contracts that are coming out and the bailout, these are all inflationary in the long run to you as an individual taxpayer. And even if you aren't a taxpayer, but to transact in dollars or you're in the Western world and trade with those who transact in dollars, it will also increase inflation for you as well. So I hate to say, but all of my friends over in Europe, you are going to also be paying part of our silent tax, which is inflation. So with this, we've got Taiwan Semiconductor also facing rising energy costs and potential outages threatening their production. Now, they are one of the recent additions into the BRICS. So basically, think about this. If in their current environment, their energy is getting more expensive and they've got the backing of another basically group that they have now just joined and they can get cheaper energy from them, what is their trade going forward going to look like? Now, I'm talking about down the road, not today, but just as a thought pattern for what is going to be happening in the future. So they could take a bit of a hit again today, a little bit weak. So in the meantime, we are looking at the real economy. Now, this is more in the United States, but I suspect also bleeding out over into other areas as well. Car loans are the latest trend for personal finance. And we've got many people looking to refinance car loans. Now, this is a jump out of the ordinary because normally people are looking to refinance their normal term loans on their home since they're longer term. But our recent buyers, almost everyone that bought a loan 2024, 76% are now looking to refinance. Now, a lot of these buyers have done what is basically unheard of. They've gotten into 7-year term loans for a vehicle, and hopefully it would even last that long. But this is just showing the real strain that is going on. Okay, a few other things I would like to talk about. The first is with all of the unrest that is being brought by these political processes, we've got now the National Guard, militia on standby, many states, several states, as America faces tense election day. And this is because they're kind of putting this forward. And now I wanted to speak about why I don't think this is only one reason of a few, but why I don't think it's going to be called this evening. We've got many military ballots that won't be counted until after Election Day because by law on these mail-ins, they've got a certain period of time and there is a large number now since we've had large deployments lately. So this is going to also hold up this decision and decision process, if you will. There's also other things I believe that are going to play into this. So if you were wondering who Mu Deng is, this is Mu Deng. He is a Thai pygmy hippo. If you don't know who he is, you're probably not into cryptocurrency. And he has predicted the winner of the election 2024. So I'll tell you in a moment. He's also got a major meme coin after him, Little Hippo coin. It's basically been kind of a pump and dump. But they put out 2 fruit baskets and let him choose one he thought would be the winner. And he ran up to Trump's fruit bowl here. So if you can't read Thai, that basically neither can I. But he went to Trump's bowl, so that's who he's predicting is the winner. And they're looking forward to this, so their stock is surging on that. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Java, because until I see you again, my friends, it's going to be very interesting. but I'll be here with you, and we'll just kind of look forward to what happens. So until I see you again, my friends, stay free.